Hi everybody, I'm Mark Wallace from markonabike.com. I'm riding my motorcycle through 6 continents solo. And I've already made it through North Central South America, and now I'm in Africa. But way back in Nicaragua, I almost died because I didn't see a cow on the road and came within about 4 feet from just smashing into that cow. And that was because I couldn't see at night. There were no road markings, it was overcast, there were no stars, nothing. So what I really wanted to do was add some lights to my motorcycle so I could see a lot better at night. So actually I couldn't find any adequate lights until I got to South Africa. I was hanging out with my friends at HEX Microsystems. They make the GS911 Wi-Fi diagnostic tool. When I was there talking to them, I noticed that one of their bikes had some really awesome lights. And then they started to do things with the lights that I thought, what the heck is that? Well, I talked them into installing some lights on this bike, and I want to show you what I've done to this. Not only have I upgraded the lights, but I've upgraded all the electronics as well. So let me walk through what's happening. The heart of all of this really is underneath this seat. It's the HEX Microsystems ezCAN. Now what that does is it plugs into the CAN bus of your motorcycle and allows you to add electronic accessories. But not only do you add them, but then you can control them using your magic wheel up here in the front and do all kinds of things. And so the most important thing to me were some brighter lights. These are Baja Design Squadron Pro 7500 lumen lights. Now instead of just turning them on and off and maybe having a different brightness setting, what the ezCAN allows me to do is to see and be seen. So these things are really awesome. If you're riding through heavy traffic in a city, if somebody's approaching you, maybe you're going to cut out in front of you, you can honk the horn. And when you do that, those lights strobe, getting the attention of the driver, and so you don't get smashed. Or if you want, you can just click your high beam flash to pass 3 times rapidly, and when you do that, well, those front lights then strobe. And so that's really useful if you're maybe zipping through traffic, cutting lanes, and you want to make sure somebody sees you, or if somebody's going to come out at a traffic light or at a driveway or something, and you want to make sure they see you, you can do that, and they'll get their attention. If somebody's driving slow and you're going to come around, you can do that. The other thing that these do is you can tell them to alternate with your signal indicator. So the blinker goes on and off, and then the indicator alternates with this Baja Design light. And what that does is it really increases the visibility of you when you're turning and zipping in and out of traffic or just making a normal traffic stop. Also, you can do the same thing when you turn on your hazard signal, and so you really get the people's attention so that you know that you're broken down on the side of the road or fixing something or filling up your air in your tires. Nobody's going to crash into you. That's really cool on the front of the bike. But on the back of the bike, with the normal GS, all you get is this tiny little brake light here. And it's really not easily seen by a car, especially in bright sunlight. And so what I've done is I've added an additional brake light. So the ezCAN allows you to add, so what I've done is 2 LED strips here. You can see when I hit my brake, those come on and off like that. But the neat thing about the ezCAN is that if you're at speed and you hit the brakes, this will actually strobe at first and then go solid. So it really wakes up the driver that's behind you, and it will also detect if you roll off the engine really fast, so you're using engine braking, you don't even touch the brake, that will also activate this extra brake light to tell people, hey, I'm slowing down, and so you don't have to just rely on the normal brake light. So that is an additional thing. The other thing you can do is you can plug in other accessory outlets. And so what I've done is I have another outlet here on the side of my bike, and that allows me to plug in my electric vest for cold weather riding. Up in the Andes, it was below 0, it was freezing up there. And I also have my DeLorme InReach, and I've added another accessory outlet there. And these are electronically fused with the ezCAN. So if there's any kind of issue with that, then you don't have an actual fuse. It's all electronic inside of that tiny device. And so you can configure this and do all kinds of things. You can add a really robust external horn. You can choose whichever lights you want. You can choose whichever brake light you want. You can add and subtract and do all kinds of things. So check out their website, and we'll have it right here so you can go and see all the different things you can do. You can program this using software that's free. It's included with the ezCAN. Installing the ezCAN can't be any easier. We did it in a couple of hours in the HEX Microsystems shop. There's one lead that goes to the battery, the rest just plugs into the ezCAN, and then all your accessories, the ezCAN comes with terminals that you attach to those, and then they just plug in. They're waterproof, and so we did all this in a couple hours. It was really, really simple.